Today is the day of the Blood Bowl Grand Crendorian Finals for the Agility League. And in tradition, I will be casting it as a way to pretty much wrap everything up for this season. And boy, was this a season. It was a season of fun. Not a lot for me, but if you were an elf, you probably had a lot of fun. The next season, we will be going back to normal Blood Bowl season. So that'll be fun. I still don't know who I'm going to play next season, though. And speaking of elves, the two finalists are the Dark Elves and the Pro Elves. Who would have guessed it? The Elves. The Elves versus the Elves. Next season's signups are open till Tuesday. Okay. So if you're watching this and it's still before the Tuesday the 30th or on the 30th, you've got a chance to sign up by clicking the link in chat or in the description. Wahoo. They should be loading in. All right. Here we go. We'll do a search. Scooty. And there it is. There you go. Snudge has it. Bop, 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 bop. All right. So here we go. I think Hook Resets is one of the teams from our division, wasn't it? So I remember playing against them. I really want whoever has less block to win, is what it boils down to. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 block. And then over here we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, do they only have 3 block? Dude, what is... They got 8 movement, 5 agility, 9 movement. What the dingus? All right. So yeah, that's 1. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 block. Oh, wait, do they have even amounts of block? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, they do. They both have 4 block. All right, well, we can't decide who wins this way then. I think the biggest thing we can cheer for today is that all of the elves die and it's a draw. That's probably the best outcome that could happen, but it's probably not going to happen. So let's see. You know what? I'm just going to be a neutral viewer and I'm going to cheer for block to fail for everyone and for big time agility plays to happen. That's what I'm looking for. Whoever makes the most big time plays is what I'm going to be cheering for. That and dead elves. Listen, math is not my strong suit, all right? If anyone hasn't figured that out by now. All right, let's see. Let's switch view. Oh, there we go. Zoom in a bit. I don't know why when I swap views, one is like closer than the other. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the Troy Aikman method. You know what, Joe? Oh, here we go. The final game of the season underway. You know, I'd like to take some time, reflect on this past last season. It was maybe the saltiest I've ever been in Blood Bowl. That's probably about it. And I've had some salty seasons, let me tell you what. Wait. Except for the season never happened, but that never happened, so Can't get salty about that. Can't cry over invisible spilled milk because it doesn't exist. Okay. Hey, did everybody see that the lizard men are going to be coming out for Blood Bowl 3? That's pretty cool. I might play them for a bit and then not play anymore because the game isn't finished. And hey, there's block coming in. Who would have... I mean, at this point in the season, people would probably have block, but still. I will only mention block 10 times today. The problem with Blood Bowl 3 is that it still has terrible league management things. So, like, we can't even do a league in it because they don't have, like, vital systems in place for league play. That's, like, all they should... That should be the main thing they focus on, right? Making sure people can play the game online in a league format. Because this is literally a game that you play in leagues. So the fact that the league system doesn't work is bad. You know? That's a defender stumbles. Take a shot every time Crendor mentions block. You'll be dead. I mean, casual pickup games are important too, but I feel like the backbone of this game is leagues. Like, even in real life, most people play in a league. It's just, it's what it is. It's more fun to play in a league. Which is why I do think the game is going to be good. It's just, it's going to take a little while. Alrighty. And then once they figure that out, we can actually do a league in it. That'd be fun. So I actually do like the game. From way back in the alpha all the way up to the current status of the game, it has improved vastly in terms of gameplay and graphics and everything. But the issues have just been kind of with the user interface and with, you know, league management tools and everything like that. Like right now, I think if somebody disconnects, they can't even reconnect to the game. That's like another thing that's pretty important. What might be the first team you'd play in Blood Bowl 3 Cren Bowl? I mean, it has to be Lizardmen, right? Like, it has to be. It's been, in the last 2 games, it has been. It's got to be it for the third. I've actually been painting up my Saurus Warriors for my Lizardmen. In real life, I mean, Seraphon. I've been doing a lot of Seraphon painting. In fact, I've done a lot of Seraphon building as well. Building the new Astrolith Bear and the Salamanders and the the Saurus Rider guys, the Scar Veteran. All the new pretty much all the new models. That's what I've built. That's been pretty neat. Alrighty. Whoa, 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 whoa. Boom, 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 boom. All right. They're leaping. I didn't realize the elves have leap. That is pretty fun. I do like leaping elves. Whoa! They rolled a 1. And they got a 2. All right. Okay, they're making plays out here. I'm hoping for a high-scoring game today. Also, the beer I'm drinking is it's like Allagash White. It's like a fancier Blue Moon. I've had it before, but I felt like having it again. Is it Allagash White? Yeah, it is Allagash White. I like it. It's pretty solid. Yeah, it's an easy drinker. Hey, Crendorian chat, how's it going? It's going pretty good. Happy we're moving on to the next Blood Bowl season. We can move past this one. Put it in the rear view mirror. Way in the rear view mirror, and just keep driving. Don't look back. All right. So let's see. They've moved up here. This ball carrier's got 54 SPP. Mamma mia. Fun bug that happens when a Skaven lineman or storm vermin succeeds after a reroll leap is that their model will keep running and leave the stadium. Dude, they're like, it's like LeBron after he scores a game winner or something, just runs out of the stadium. Except, you know, the game's still going, I guess. Oh, this is a big hit. Come on. Damn, no armor breaks. Double ones on that armor break. Witch elf. All right, big play coming in here. They got the defender down. Whap. Alrighty. All right. So what do they? Wait, they have sure hands, block, dodge, sidestep, and sure feet. So they can move quite far. They should be able to move far, I guess. They formed the elf cage. Hey, y'all looking for advice? Roll doubles on my catcher, level 2 to ignore for block and move on, or take something in the passing strength. I would probably just take block, honestly. Just because block is that good. But then again, it is a catcher, so I mean, it will level up fast. That's true. You could get Nerves of Steel. That'd be pretty all right. Did you ever have cinnamon horchata Blue Moon? I saw it when it was out in the store, but I never drank it. But I wish I tried it at this point. I don't know if I'd like it or dislike it. Yeah, Nerves of Steel is nice. You just have to hope that you don't die. But it is good not having any, you know, negative modifiers. Guard's good, but you probably don't want it on a catcher. Because if your catcher's next to somebody, they're probably going to just beat him up. Like, hey, that guy has guard. Get him. All right. We've had one injury so far. That's still something. Because they don't have, it looks like they don't have any substitute players. So that's actually huge, come to think of it. No subs. Both teams trim the fat before the finals. Ah, I see. I feel like you would still want one substitute, right? Because you're bound to have somebody get injured or knocked out. So I don't know. I feel like having one would be good. Somebody fired their apothecary? No, it looks like they both have him. Yeah. Wait, he's got a journeyman. I didn't even realize that. Oh, yeah, maybe he took a wandering apothecary. Scooty already down to 2 rerolls. Well, that's not looking good. Turn 3. Honestly, pretty fast-moving game in comparison to some of the other finals. Probably because it's elves. And not, like, dwarves slowly moving and bashing. All right. Oh, the greed reroll. I guess I didn't really want the greed, but... Or what was it? It was push both down. Oh, wait, it is a greed reroll. Because he had the push there, and then he got the double push. Although I can see why he wanted to probably really take him out. He's got dive, tackle, block. Ew, disgusting. I'm currently in the midst of painting Eden at the Deepkin army. I'm going to lose my mind. So many intricate patterns on the creature scale armor. Yeah, I can see that. I have a bunch of fully built, unpainted Deepkin. I'll get to it eventually, but there is a lot. There definitely is a lot. Let's see. This guy's thrower out here. I've mainly been doing my Seraphon and then kind of been doing some Skaven again. There's never a time where I don't want to play rats. They're so great. Such an amazing faction. One of the best. No. He must be planning out what he's doing in his head because nobody's moved. Oh, there they go. That is a double skull. And there it is. Yeah. Yep. That's a classic Blood Bowl right there. Yeah, the greed reroll came back to bite him. I made a 1,000 point army. That's probably my favorite AOS army. Decided to bump 2K of Fire Slayer already, but I was thinking of doing Magakin. Dude, Nurgle's great. Nurgle's fantastic. As somebody who's got quite a few points of Nurgle. There's nothing quite like diseasing people. Whoa. In terms of me with like Sigmar armies right now, I'd say with playability, I think Seraphon is probably still number 1. Well, right now it's not. It's you take Lord Croak and you blast people, which is fun, but less so for the other person. But I still enjoy it. Skaven is probably number 2. I love Skaven. Usually I take 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, and then you just overcharge them and hope you roll well. And then you just blast shit. And then Thanquil's really strong. And then Clan Rats, it's fun. Then I think Gits are probably one of my third. Gits are just strong in general. The like Squigs are good. The Trogs are good. Scragrot's good. Really just everything in that army is pretty good. Then I'd say I think Sylvaneth's probably up there too. I really enjoy playing Sylvaneth. They're a very like low model, high mobility, kind of tanky army, but they hit. I don't know. They're fun, making trees and stuff. I like Sylvaneth a lot. I wish orcs were better. Orcs are kind of boring for me right now. I don't really play them. Ogres are okay. You just kind of charge in and do mortal wounds, but they're still fun. Nurgle's definitely up there because you just disease. So, like, the reason I love Nurgle is for anybody that doesn't play tabletop Warhammer, this probably just sounds insane, but the reason Nurgle's fun is you get disease counters. So anytime you roll a 6 to hit against somebody, you give them a disease counter. And anytime you end combat next to somebody, you give them a disease counter. And I think movement as well. And so they keep like ticking up. And then at the end of the turn, you roll dice equal to the disease counter. And every 4 up is a mortal wound. And then it resets back to 1. And so it can get really annoying for the other player when they're just constantly being diseased. And they're like, my guy lived with 2 health. And you're like, oh, wait. And then you roll your disease dice and then it kills him. And you're like, woohoo. It's annoying. And then you're Nurgle who just doesn't die. It's pretty fun. I like Nurgle a lot. So like, even when I lose with Nurgle, I'm having a fun time. Yeah, I've played Sigmar for like 3, actually maybe 4 years now. I got into the hobby 4 years ago, so I've been playing like 3.5 years. I'm excited for the new 10th edition 40k though. It'll probably be more fun than the 9th edition, which shouldn't be too hard to accomplish. Trav Guy, 21 months nerd. Thank you, Trav Guy. What the 79? 9.1. Thank you for 21 months. Yeah, then who else is there? Tzeentch is kind of like, eh. I like Tzeentch, but they're just not really my play style, I guess. They do a lot of castling. I don't really like how blue and pink horrors play with like exploding and need to put down more. I don't know. And then Beasts of Chaos are really fun. I love my Beasts of Chaos, especially with the new book. They do need some point drops though. I'm hoping with the new GHB they drop those points down a bit on some of the units, like Shaggoth needs it. Who else is there? Giants were pretty fun when I played them. Usually I play Kragnos because I have Kragnos if I play Giants or Sons of Behemoth. I also played Squigs with Kragnos. That was really fun. Kragnos is a good time. Let's see. Then we have... There's another Chaos army I have, isn't there? Skaven, Nurgle, Tzeentch, Beast Chaos. Actually, maybe that is all I have. Because I don't have Slaanesh. And I don't have Slaves to Darkness. So no. I've played against Slaves to Darkness like 10 times though. Like, my god. Then, yeah, Seraphon, Deepkin, Sylvaneth, Spaghetti. I think those are the only order ones I have. What am I leaving out? Oh, Death. That's right. I have Night Haunt and I have Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Those are my Death armies. I like the new OBR book. It's really good. OBR is really fun. And then Night Haunt's actually really fun too. I like Night Haunt. So I pretty much have all the armies I want. Which is nice because now I just kind of chill and paint whatever army I'm feeling. Plus now I know how to play a good portion of the armies. All right. The elves are slowly moving up the field. You know, when I had the idea for this league, I was really hoping all the games were going to be like 4-3 or like 3-2, and now it's just now in the final game we're just like, well, I'm gonna bash you, and then you get bashed, and then form the cage, bashed. Yeah. Yeah, Bone Reapers are great. Night Haunt and cities. I don't like humans, so not a big cities person or Stormcast. Some might even say I hate humans. Night Haunt's really good. Mostly by installing. I don't see high scoring happening. I understand. It was just, that was in my head, the vision of what it was going to be like. You know what I mean? And usually the things in your head are vastly different than reality, where you're like, wow, this is going to go just like this. And then it doesn't. So I'm like, well, which is why, you know, I am glad to get back to a normal Blood Bowl season. In fact, I think there's more high scoring in a normal Blood Bowl season, because if an agility team goes up against like a bashy team, they're just going to try to super outscore them in movement and everything, right? But in this, everybody's kind of just even strength. So it is what it is. Let's see here. We could have possibly seen Elves being in the finals. Not me, that's for sure. I want to check scoring compared to previous seasons, damage inflicted and injuries, deaths. That's actually, that would be a really interesting stat to check. I'd be interested in that. Will the next be Blood Bowl 3? No. Definitely not. Maybe the season after the next season, depending. But I would say then 2 more seasons in Blood Bowl 2, and then there's probably a possibility Blood Bowl 3 actually has the league management to work. So yeah, I'd say 3 seasons from now, to be honest. I mean, I do like the new lizard men. I mean, I played with them in the tabletop when I actually did it. They were pretty cool. I liked it. That's the thing, is like, I like the new rules. I like the new models. I like the game. It's just there's so many things missing or like buggy in it. They just need to fix. Oh yeah, this next season will be over the summer, and then season 17 will be September, so it'll be close. But it might be too close still. Yo, that's actually nice. It'll be starting during football season. Like actual football. Oh, how about... knockout. I was cheering for death. I'm really just cheering for dead elves, to be honest. I said at the start, but... So far, we've got a couple knockouts and an injured one. But we're looking for death. Dude, when I played my Skaven the other day, I played somebody at my local game store, and he was playing Gloomspite Gits, and I played Skaven, and I ran with 2 warp lightning cannons. And so the way a warp lightning cannon works, for all you that don't know, that don't play the tabletop, is you roll a dice, and then that number is your baseline. And then you roll 6 more dice, and every dice roll that equals or exceeds that first dice roll is a mortal wound. So if you roll, you want to roll really low on the first one. So if you roll like a 2, and then you roll 6 dice, every 2 up is a mortal wound to the enemy, which is like an unsavable wound. And then what you have the option to do, this is actual tabletop Warhammer, Age of Sigmar. And then what you have to do is you can overcharge it. So if you have a Skaven engineer, he can overcharge the Warp Lightning Cannon. So you double the amount of attacks. You get 12 dice, and every whatever is a mortal wound. So when you do that, however, I think it's the first one. If you roll a 1, you take a mortal wound back. I don't remember, but if you overcharge it and roll a 1, you take D3 mortal wounds. So you roll a dice, and then a 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4 is 2, and then 5, 6 is 3 mortal wounds. So you can like easily kill yourself. So what I would do every turn is you just overcharge it because you're Skaven, right? You're like, I don't give a shit. I'm either blowing myself up or I'm blowing them up. And I rolled a 2 and then did a shit ton of mortal wounds. I rolled a 1 and then I did a shit ton of mortal wounds because when you roll a 1, everything you hit with does a mortal wound, but you still hurt yourself if you roll 1s. You still don't want to do that. Yo, injured elf! Broken leg, let's go! He's gonna apothecary it. Damn. Yeah, you always overcharge your Skaven cannons. So, I rolled extremely well on my Warp Lightning cannons. And then, the one time I actually rolled terribly, I rolled a 5. And I was like, geez. And the guy I was playing was like, oh my god, finally. A terrible roll. And I rolled my 12 dice, and I rolled 7 5s and 6s. And then the other 5 dice that I missed with were all like 2s, 3s, and 4s. So I didn't hurt myself at all. And he was just like, oh my god. So I was like rolling out of my mind with my Warp Lightning cannons. They did like so many mortal wounds. Then they finally died, but... Were you running just the Warp Cannon? No. That's only like, I think they only cost 150 points. So that was just like 300, then the Engineer's like 100, so that's like 450. So that's only like a 4th year army. So I played 2,000 points. So I had 200 points of Clan Rats. That's 40 Clan Rats. I had 20 Storm Vermin. I had Lord Screech, Thanquol, and Bone Ripper, the Warp Lightning Cannons, the Engineer, and a Hell Pit Abomination. I think that was my full army. I ended up winning in a very close game because of objectives. So that was pretty neat. Oh, and a pack of Gutter Runners. That's what I had. I used the Gutter Runners to do a battle tactic. That's pretty much it. Then they died. Yeah. Dude, I realize now my brain knows way too much about tabletop Warhammer. Like, way too much. Like, I'm hitting, like, my sports knowledge levels of just useless information. Yo, double defender down. Do we have another herd elf? Let's hope so. Big hit, big hit. Damn. Currently the meta play with Seraphon, which is really dumb. I've only done it once. In fact, a lot of times with the meta, I always feel bad doing it. So I only do it if my opponent knows I'm gonna do it. So like, obviously I have some people I always play with. So I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna bring Lord Croak and do the dumb strat. Like, I'll literally tell them so that they know what to expect. Or if they're like, I'm playing a dumb meme list, then I'll make a dumb meme list. But the meta is you take Lord Croak, you take a Skink Oracle on Troglodyte, because Lord Croak can cast through the Oracle on Troglodyte, and then you teleport it at the start of the turn into their group, their army, essentially, and then you cast Lord Croak's insane spell 4 times, because he can cast it 4 times, and you just, like, blow them up. It's like, it's... I don't know how they thought that was a good idea. But they did. And it's a fun time for you, but a just terrible time for your opponent. Deliverance of Eatson. No, it's, God, what's it called? Oh, that's what it's called in Total Warhammer. It's called, Divine... Is it Divine? Oh, no, Celestial... Is it Celestial Deliverance? It might be Celestial Deliverance. Lord Croak. It is Celestial Deliverance. Yeah. Which is just... You just blast shit. And then you have your other Slan, who you give Comet's Call to. So he casts Comet's Call, which is like, you just blow people up randomly on the board. You don't even have to see them. And then you do the Lord Croak thing, and you're just like doing an insane amount of mortal wounds. It's nutty. Oh yeah, looks like some surfs are gonna be up here. Okay, he's running back this way. Four direction quake. He actually, the Slan now have in the new book an earthquake spell, but you only get it in Coalesce, which is like the dinosaur faction. And it doesn't go 4 ways. You just pick one way and then it makes a big earthquake line. But it's not as good as the other spells.
Thanks.
Trav Guy, 21 months, nerd. Thank you, Trav Guy, for the 21 months. Wait, I already got you. Oh, wait, it's max power. Wait, why didn't this shit update? What? I heard the sub and I was like, oh yeah, there we go. Wait, what? Why is my stream elements dumb? Features. What the hell is this? Where's my alerts? Where's my alerts? Where's my alerts? Where's my alerts? Thank you, Max Power, the 5 months. Swing. They were the 5 months. Can't even see. Ah, the red dice skull push. I like it. I like the risk taking. Okay, here we go. What the shit? Alert box. I don't want. Why? Themes. I don't want any of this. Stream elements. Why? Why are you giving me this? Stream elements. Alert box. Yeah, that's why Frenzy's bad. That is very true. Well, I mean, it can be bad. It just depends. Check that. Let's see. Resource. Dude, what is... I'm painting a Vermin Lord right now. Hell yeah, dude. Which one? Love the AOS talk. Hell yeah. Hold on. Is my stream? Here we go. My dashboard. Did it do it? Is this even the right? Oh, okay, there it is. Filter. Wait. Can I pop this out? Can I just... Can I pop this out? Maybe... No, but there we go. I think I fixed it at least. Okay. Cool. Bloop. Warbringer, nice. Warbringer's probably the best one, I would say. Warbringer just hits so hard. You can do like 20-something damage if you get Flaming Weapon. Then... I think the Plaguebringer is one of my favorites, but he's probably the worst one. Deceiver's pretty cool. The Warp Seer is a nice, like, support Vermin Lord, and then Lord Screech is okay. I tried using him last game because I was like, I haven't even used him. He could be fun. He's got a bunch of, like, different stuff, and then he, like, died right away. But I had him near the Storm Vermin, and then I forgot that I could pass off wounds to the Storm Vermin, so I was like, dude, I'm dumb. But it was whatever. I died because his squig, his big squig, man. Whoa! Down goes the elf. Oh no, I can't remember what the big squigs are called. The 2 big squig, Mangler squigs. The loon boss on Mangler squig did the thing where he hopped over my battle line into the back line and then fought Lord Screech. And then I was like, ah, geez. Then I forgot about that. So it was dumb. Zzz. Alrighty. Yo, what turn? Yo, we're on turn 7. He's still back here. What do we do? What's going on? He's gonna have to make some big time plays. There we go. So yeah, I mean, overall, I love Age of Sigmar, man. I mean, I just love Warhammer. I'm excited to play some 40k too with the new edition, but I just love playing Warhammer. I just love rolling dice. Sinvicta with the host raid. Thank you, Sinvicta. Welcome, welcome everyone to the Blood Bowl Crendorian Finals, where it's elves versus elves. Elves v. elves. What army are you thinking for your dive in the 40k? Well, I already have 3 full 40k armies, so it's the only ones I care about. And that's Orcs, Necrons, and Tyranids. And that's it. However, I do have some Chaos Knights, so that's the only other thing I think I would do, but I have none of it built. While everything else, I have a lot of. All right, they're setting up the play. This is it. This is when it's going to get crazy. This is when it's going to get crazy. I mean, listen, I'm a person who doesn't like human factions. Right? I don't like humans in D&D. I don't like humans in World of Warcraft. I don't like humans in Warhammer. And 40k, like 3/4 of the armies are just humans or some variation of like, this guy is like part human, part whatever. And I'm like, I just, there's so many humans. Yeah, I'm already a human. I don't want to be what I am. Double sixes on the old go for it's what? Dude, these people, no wonder. They've rolled 0 1s on go for it. This is insane. Is that true? I feel like they're way more alien. No, you got Space Marines. Space Marines by themselves, I think, have more humans than anything. Space Marines have like so many units that it's actually insane. And they do it because people just keep buying them. Yeah, and then you've got like, there's like Chaos Space Marines, which, you know, to be fair, much cooler than normal Space Marines, but they're still human. They're just like cooler humans. Death Guard are something maybe I would play. All right, hold on. Let me pull up the old 40k. All right. Okay, first off, Space Marines. You got Space Marine, Black Templar, Blood Angel, Dark Angel, Death Watch, Grey Knight, Imperial Fist, Iron Hand, Raven Guard, Salamander, Space Wolves, Ultramarines, White Scars. To me, that's just humans. It's just various types of humans. All right. Then, Imperium. You got Adepta Sororitas, Adeptus Custodes, Adeptus Mechanicus, Astra Militarum, Imperial Knights Inquisition, and Officio Assorno Latin. Like, out of all those, maybe Adeptus Mechanicus would be one that I played, because they're just kind of like robots, even though I know they're like not or whatever, but like they're okay. They're probably not something I'd play still, but they're better than everything else. Then we have, hold on. Okay, this is, they have toasters. Chaos. Okay, so we have Chaos Demons, Chaos Knights, Chaos Space Marine, Death Guard, Thousand Suns, World Eaters. Like, I think Death Guard and Chaos Knights are the only ones I really like out of that. I'm not a big demon person. Like, even in Age of Sigmar, when I have to go against Khorne, I want to just, like, rip my hair out. Especially modern Khorne with their new book. I hate it. For some reason, they thought it'd be great if for one blood tithe point, they allowed 3 different units to just move into combat range. Like, I don't know who at Games Workshop was like, you know, it'd be a great idea. Just every turn for pretty much free if you just let 3 units move. That sounds really good. That sounds fair. And then they can just, if you're playing against like magic, you just like ignore magic. They also have their dumb meteor that just comes down. I miss when they were bad. Anyway. Ghost Bear with the 81 months. Thank you, Ghost Bear, for the 81 months. Also, this could be a big play right here. Hold on, I'm going to clap in a second. I agree. Many people should play Orcs in 40k. Probably the best 40k faction. Actually, he's probably going to plan this out. What? Thank you, Ghost Bear, for the 81 months. Thank you very much. Xenos armies are easily the best armies. Like, Orcs, fantastic. Tyranids, fantastic. Necrons, fantastic. Like, Necrons are, like, actual, like, the coolest robot people, right? And then you got Tyranids, who's just, like, Zerg. Because, I mean, Zerg's literally based off them. You know, they're just big-ass bug people with psychic powers. And then Orcs, who, like, you know, I've said it before. I have a Stampa. Building the Stampa was like building a model from 1980. Like, the instructions were like IKEA instructions. It was like, take this plastic piece and put it with this one. Like, there was no numbers. It was literally like building a 1980 Warhammer model. And I was just like, okay. And then before I knew it, I had my massive garbage robot. And I hope in 10th edition, it's just amazing. I really do. And then I just have a bunch of squigs. Squig riders, squig stuff. And some other things. But, so yeah, you got that. Let's see. What else is there? That's really all. Like, yeah, that's really all I care about. There's like some other things that I think are okay. They're just not for me, if that makes sense. I think Gene Stealer cults could be cool if they had more stuff that wasn't just old. But, yeah. Like, dude, some of these models. Completely ignores Tau. Okay, here's the thing. I don't dislike Tau. They're just not for me. Tau, like, when I look at Tau, it's for people that really like Gundams and mechs. Like, if you love Gundams and mechs, you're like, wow, I can do Gundams and mech stuff in Warhammer. That's awesome. But if you don't, then you probably don't care about them. And I don't really care about Gundams and mechs that much, so I don't really care about Tau. But I think they're cooler than Space Marines. If somebody was like, you got to pick one, Space Marines or Tau, I'd be like, oh my god, let me play Tau. Easy choice there. What's the biggest difference between Bone Splitters and Iron Jaws? Iron Jaws have like big ass metal armor, and they're like super tanky, and they got like boars and shit. They're riding around, and they're all armored and like orcs. Bone Splitters are like cavemen orcs. They're literally just cavemen. That's a boat down. He rolled a skull. That's what you get, dude. That's what you get for stalling. That's what you get for stalling. Woohoo! Elf down. Oh, I was hoping he would have had an elf down here for a big time play, but no cherry picking elves. So I guess he's just gonna beat him up now. Yeah, the new orc giant, the new Iron Jaw boar orc thing looks phenomenal. It's just a big ass pig. I can't wait for it. Really, they just need all the help they can get. I actually love the Bone Splitter orcs, but they only have like really old generic models. Still better than Fire Slayers, who have like everything looks the same. But I really hope Bone Splitters get like some new models and like a rework, because I love them. And that's another double skull. Wow, we got a lot of skulls coming up today. A lot of skulls. And there we go, halftime, 0-0. It's like I'm watching dwarves all over again. Knocked out. Oh, he actually got some players back in. All right, so let's see. How is this now? Who has the advantage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 10 on 10. Okay, it's actually balanced. Perfectly balanced. Yeah, Slaves got their new stuff in January? They got all their new stuff in January. I've played against Slaves to Darkness so many times, dude. It's like, it's been 9 or 10 times. And they're all right. I don't think they're anything special. They're not bad. They're not amazing. They're just Slaves to Darkness. They have Chaos Warriors. They're tanky as shit. They're like 2 wounds on a 3-up save or something. Yeah. One of my games I played, I literally got my Source Warrior block of 20 tied up with the Chaos Warrior block of 20. And it was just like, nobody was going anywhere. It was like dwarves versus dwarves at that point. Do you play on TTS mostly? No, I play in real life. I actually would not want to play on tabletop sim. It's just, it feels like it would take even longer. Plus, I love playing in person. I love the social interaction of playing in person. I have like a small group of people I know I play with that I met at my local game store. And so we usually go by my one friend's house and then play like 2v2s. Or occasionally I'll play a 1v1 with somebody, but it's a good time. Plus, I love actually using my real life models, just because it's like when you play on Tabletop Simulator or something, there's like no attachment to it. But when you play with your models on a table, it's like, dude, I built and painted this. Like, this is really cool. And like, you get to physically roll the dice and like, I don't know. It's that much more fun when you're playing in person. I think tabletop sim's cool for like strategizing maybe, or like planning out stuff, but like actually playing in person is just a lot of fun. Hell yeah, I gotta turn the Moobot thing off. Bop, 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 bop. Beep. I gotta update the pointless top 10 Moobot. On here. Yeah, da, 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 da. Couple of pushes there, the old sidestep. Might hear me?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
There I am. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And dungeon entrances. Beep. There we are. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Plus, there's nothing more fun than like having a model on the board and you accidentally hit it and a part breaks off and then you're like, ah! Or when you roll the dice and you got to re-roll it because it's cocked and you're like, ah! Or there's so many fun like real life elements that go into like actually playing the game. Yeah, it would be pretty cool if Games Workshop made their own sim type thing of it. And like having model painting and stuff inside of it. I mean, maybe they wouldn't do it because they're like, oh, it's going to discourage people from actually doing the real thing. But I don't think so. I think it would probably encourage people to do the real things. They'd be like, yo, this would be fun to do in real life after doing it in the game. If anything, like things like Total War Warhammer probably get people to do the physical Warhammer. What goes on the Crendor Facebook page? I mean, it's literally just another place where I go, hey, I made a video. Hey, I have a stream. That's about it. Okay. How are we looking? He's got the ball back there. Let's do the old switcherino here. I realize me casting this game has just been me podcasting over this game. To be fair, there's not much happening. The Elves stalled like dwarves and then didn't score. So it's, you know, I'm waiting for some big time plays. I'm hoping right now that Nobility can make some big time plays out here. Is he gonna go for the pass? He's got to do it, right? With the elves passing. Uh-oh, is this a surf? Oh, it's got to be a reroll, right? Wait, no. Oh, he's got to wrestle. Okay. Oh, it's all journeyman anyway. I actually want to check out the Lord of the Rings Games Workshop game too. I got some friends that played that years ago and they still have their stuff and they're like, yo, it's really fun. Like, it's apparently really fun. So I was like, all right, I'd play some Lord of the Rings. Not Lord of the Rings Gollum, no. Like physical tabletop Lord of the Rings. You guys don't like Lord of the Rings Gollum? The blockbuster game of the year? I kind of want to play it just to see, to be honest. Like, just to experience it. To see how bad it is. A 38 on Metacritic. If I get a key for it so that I don't have to buy it myself, I'll play it. I'll have to check around. See if I can get a key. If I can get a key, I'll play it. Lord of the Rings Warhammer game is pretty fun and pretty different. A bit more like Hero Unit. That's what I thought. That's what they were saying. It's more like hero focused. Which does sound pretty cool. I actually got the orc kit. It's like Saruman and the orcs or whatever. So I bought that one. So that's what I would play. Saruman. Low-key, Saruman's probably one of my favorite Lord of the Rings characters. I don't know why. He's just like a cool wizard. Plus, I just really like, what's his name? Christopher Lee. Like, he's just an awesome actor. Also, look at that, a big time pass. All right. I'm cheering for Scooty now because he made a big time pass. And he stopped the elves. To be fair, I think I'm going to cheer for him now just because these dark elves beat up my team. So this is like me cheering against the Vikings or something in the playoffs. Yeah, the stab story, dude. That's actually insane. The fact that he knew the sound to make because he heard someone get stabbed in real life. Like, how insane is that? Like, how... You're just like, yeah, I know what somebody sounds like when they're getting stabbed. I can handle this. You're just like, holy shit. All right. He got stabbed? I thought he heard someone get stabbed. Or was he the one that got stabbed? Probably both. Oh, the double skull, double push. Oh yeah, Hopkins is a free agent. I want to look that up now. Let's see. Christopher Lee stab story. Here it is. Doop, 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 doop. Lee says, have you any idea what kind of noise happens when someone is stabbed in the back? Because I do. Lee was a veteran of World War II. The whole rundown's embedded below the long collection of Lee memories. They don't even have the quote. Where's the quote? He said, I do. It's not like, it's like, because the breath's driven out of your body. I just love how, like, so many of these Lord of the Rings things pop up. You know what I mean? Like, there's the Aragorn kicking the bucket thing. So you get that real broken foot energy. And then you got Christopher Lee being like, don't you know how somebody's stabbed? Like, it adds so many realistic elements to the Lord of the Rings. Which makes it, obviously, one of the best movies. That's so crazy, though. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we got a 1 on the jump up, and then he re-rolled it into a 1 on the jump up. Now we're talking Crendor Blood Bowl, folks. Here we go. Crendor Blood Bowl. That's a double, or not a double, it's a defender down. Yeah, they don't specify, but he makes it sound like he heard somebody, or he heard somebody get stabbed. Like, it doesn't seem like he was the one who got stabbed. All right, we got to push both down, so it's just a push. It's looking like this catcher is going to be okay. Hey, 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 hey. But he also knew it drove the breath out of one's lungs. I mean, he probably knew that because he heard it happen to somebody. Like, he was probably by somebody and somebody got stabbed and they were like, oh, and he's like, oh, So you just hear it for yourself. You don't have to like experience it yourself to know. Are you gonna play the Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight? I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'll probably try it. I feel like it's just gonna be Dead by Daylight, but with a Nick Cage character, which, you know, will probably be fun for a little bit, and then I'll be like, all right. Okay, here comes the blitz. Oh, it's a surf. Surf's up. Nice. Yeah, he also could have been the one that stabbed somebody. Who knows? It was World War II. Let's see. What's he going to do here? I mean, he could probably run. He doesn't have sidestep, so he'd probably have to run like here, and then he could move this guy like here. Yeah. And then, oh, maybe he would just run like as far up as possible without being on the sideline so he doesn't get surfed. Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. And then maybe he runs someone else up here just to form the cage. I mean, who cares if they get surfed? If it's the final game of the season, you're playing for everything. And you're just trying to make a big time play. I would put somebody there. I'll tell you what, Joe. If I was him, I'd put somebody right in this square. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, the elf could even roll double skulls. And there it is, right there. You know, I saw that one coming from a mile away as an experienced Blood Bowl player. Was he like 10 fighting in the war? I mean, listen, everybody had to fight in World War II. This is a world war. All right, it's rolling up. Dodge sidestep. Did South America fight, though? That's a good question. You never really hear about it. I imagine some of them did. Some of them? I feel like they had to, right? I don't know. I don't know. He would have been 18 when the war started. Oh, yeah, he was born in 1922. So it was... He would be 101 years old right now. Brazil had troops in World War II. Well, there you go. Woo! Oh my god, look at these dodges. I guess he just needs 2 ups, but he rolled 4, 6, 6, 2, 5. How is he so spry if he was that old that he consumed the years of those he fought against in the war? He probably did, yeah. He, like, sucked up their souls. To be honest, I think he probably just kept moving. Honestly, some of the, like, most fit old people are the ones that just keep moving. Because, like, if you're a gamer, or you're just sitting in an office chair, you do all the things, like, you hit a certain age, you're hunched over, your body's deteriorating, you get no exercise. But it's always those people, they're like 90 years old, they haven't retired yet, they're still like working. They're like, I gotta get to the garden. They go in their garden, they're like picking up vegetables and shit, and they're like cooking them up at their restaurant or something. Like, those are the people that always live until they're like late 90s. Like, your body's meant to move. It's meant to keep moving. That's why, like, as I've gotten older, I'm not even old. I'm like 33. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, dude, if I sit in a chair, like, you start to feel the chair sitting pains. You know what I mean? You start to feel your neck, like, you start, like, having to adjust, being like, eh. You start getting like, eh. I gotta move. Means you need a new chair? No, it doesn't. It means I gotta move and not sit in a chair all the time. I sit in a chair and all the time I don't get pains. Well, you also, it's not just about just chair sitting pain. Like, all right. What happens when you sit in a chair all day? All right, we're gonna learn here. Research has linked sitting. Damn, no blood. For long periods of time with a number of health concerns. They include obesity, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess body fat, cholesterol levels, metabolic syndrome, heart disease. If you sit too much, your brain could look like that of someone with dementia. The shit? Diabetes odds rise. You could get diverticulitis. It wrecks your back. Seated position puts huge stress on your back, neck, and spine. It's even worse if you slouch. It leads to varicose veins. If you don't move it, you could lose it. Older adults who aren't active may be more likely to get osteoporosis and could slowly become unable to perform basic tasks like taking a bath or using the restroom. While moderate exercise won't prevent it, you don't have to go out and run a marathon. Just taking walks and not sitting on the couch for hours at a time. The more you sit, the higher odds you are for numerous cancers. So yeah, it's not good. What does your brain look like on drugs? It just shows you a picture of a chair. That's what your brain looks like on drugs. A chair. It's just a chair sitting in an empty room. You want to be like a chair? Huh? Reed with the 11 months. Thank you for the 11 months. Reed. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry. Thank you for the 11 months. Stop chair shaming. Listen, all right? I used to sit in a chair all day, and then I started exercising. Honestly, sit-stand desks are pretty nice. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da, boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I used to have grandma strength. Now, I'm like a very strong grandma. So I can easily defeat the normal grandmas now. Boom, boom, ba-da-da-da-da, boom, boom, da-da-da-da-da. Couple dodges here. We're getting towards the end now. We're in the final 5 turns for each person. And they're on the old one yard line here. Let's see. Let's see. Now I'm just reading chair studies. I don't know if I trust katiecouric.com though. Of all the places to get my scientific information, I don't know if I trust katiecouric.com. Let's see here. A study published in 2019 found the average American adult sits for about 6.5 hours each day. Teens are worse, sitting on average for 8 hours a day. Blah, blah, blah. It's linked to all the things I already mentioned. A study looking at women between 50 and 79 years old discovered that those who were inactive for more than 11 hours a day raised their premature death by 12%. According to Harvard Medical School, they have recommended sitting in moderation. Knockout! Yeah, you got school for like 8 hours a day. So you gotta sit. I guess you get up between classes, but still, you're still sitting for like 6-something hours. Then you go home and sit. I don't know. Posture. Whoa! Touchdown for the agile adjectives. The elves have scored. Take that, other elves. Yo, honestly, standing at the dinner table? You joke, but like, it might actually be better to like eat at your standing desk. Cause, all right, we're about to get into old man Crendor territory. All right, if you're sitting when you eat, you're pushing all your organs up. All right, that's gonna cause GERD. It's gonna cause heartburn. So many different things because you're compressing everything. But if you're standing, you're pushing everything down. You got more room to digest, right? You know, you're kind of moving around a bit. Standing up is actually much healthier than sitting when you eat. In fact, I remember I used to eat breakfast and I would like be on my laptop and I'd be like, eh. And I used to always get heartburn after it. And then I realized, oh wait, I think I'm causing heartburn from sitting like this. And then I stopped. I started just eating in like better posture in a chair. Well, you know, still not standing, but it's not like, ugh. And I stopped getting heartburn after that. Morning heartburn, that is. Boom, boom, da 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 da. My heartburn's actually way down now. And I think part of it's because I'm not sitting as much. You just gotta, yeah, eat while running. Is standing better than sitting? All right, here we go. Simply standing is not the answer. The solution is to develop a movement plan, or what Dr. Diaz refers to as an exercise snack. I don't know about that. They had participants either walk 1 minute after sitting for 30, walk 1 minute after sitting for an hour, walk 5 minutes every 30 minutes, or walk 5 minutes every hour. The most rigorous routine delivered the strongest benefits, dramatically reducing blood pressure, blood sugar, but even a modest amount of movement or exercise lowered blood pressure compared to just sitting all day. Well, yeah. I mean, this is like, okay, this is like the most basic shit that people know. This is like when you tell people like smoking's bad for you and they're like, yeah. Like, obviously everybody knows sitting in a chair all day is bad for you. Like, no shit. Everybody knows that exercise is good for you. Like, yeah. But then, you know, people aren't going to do it unless something drastically changes in their life that propels them to do that thing. Like, I didn't start exercising until I had my gallbladder taken out. My toenails were, like, had to get removed. And I was like, shit, dude, I got to do something. And then I just started working out, and I just happened to love it. And now I just work out, like, every day. So, like, you need something to, like, drive you to do that thing. Like, a lot of times, it's just, like, being told, like, hey, If you keep doing this unhealthy thing, it's gonna be real bad for you, and then you're like, oh shit, I should probably do something about it. You know? I say as I drink my beer. Like, listen, I don't know. Exercise has just been fantastic. I've thoroughly enjoyed working out every day. Upper body, lower body, cardio. Like, I genuinely look forward to it every day because it's just like, I feel great afterwards. Yeah, everything in moderation. That's really what I always kind of strive for. Like, you know, having a beer is going to make you unhealthy, but having 2-3 beer, 4-5 beer, you're just your liver's not going to be happy. Nothing's really going to be happy. 2 liters of pop? Dude, that's like the best. 2 liters of pop, 2-3 beer. Two liters of pop. I'm ending my sober month with habanero beer that can't trigger my heartburn. There's no way that triggers heartburn. No way. Dude, I was surprised. That Buffalo Wild Wings I ate the other week for the subathon didn't give me heartburn. And my colon actually survived pretty well. I was genuinely surprised. Let's see. So that's an... Oh, my Jiminy's got 2 knockouts and an injury. All right, that's actually not good because I think he's got a full 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got a full 11 out there. Verse 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's only got 8. Oh, God. Okay, still 8. Mamma mia. All right. Listen, in all my years, I never thought I would be, me of all people, would become the person that's like, you gotta get in the gym. Like Crendor of 2014 would have been like, dude, what? You're insane. I did not think I'd become the gym rat, essentially. Like a real life rat in the gym. Still blows my mind. Yeah, I probably soaked up some of Sam's gym powers when I met him in real life. Those few times I met Sam, it was like Christopher Lee soaking up the souls in World War II. I was soaking up Sam's gym ability. And I transferred some of my old, young powers into him. And now he's feeling it. He's just like, my neck, my back. And I'm just like, ugh. There we go. All right, there it goes. Whoa! That's a 1. Okay, I was like, there's no way there's double 1s here, right? There's not. I always say, when I met Sam in real life, I don't know what cologne or deodorant or whatever, but he smelled amazing. Like, smelled better than a normal human. It was weird. I think it may be, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. I don't even know. It might be unnatural. Might be his scamming powers. Who knows? All right, we're getting down to the end here. 3 turns left. 3 turns left. Scooty planning out some big-time plays right here. Big-time defense. Defense wins championships, quite literally. If he plays some good defense here, could win. Whoop, you got the leap. All right, marking the Elves. Good plays. You still got 3 rerolls, and Scooty has 2, so a decent amount of rerolls per side. Down to 4 seconds on the old turn clock. Whoop. And big time dodges. All right. There is overtime. Playoff games go to overtime. We've actually had overtime in the finals before. In fact, I played an overtime playoff game. It was pretty wild. I got the onside kickoff, which was essentially just me kicking it down, and then they bobbled it, and I like ran up, picked it up, and then we were over. It was pretty wild. No, it wasn't against you. It was against Cat someone. Something Cat. That's all I remember is something Cat. What's your opinion on Men in Black? I mean, it was a pretty good movie. I liked it. I don't remember much about it, but I remember liking it when I watched it. All right, they're going for the handoff. Oh, geez, they got a... They're against the tackle. Oh, wait. No, they're just... Never mind, they're just free to run. Well. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mamma mia. All right, it's looking a little bit like overtime now, but you never know. You never know. There's still plenty of players that can get up here and make a big-time hit. Is this an Elves v. Elves final? It sure is. Who would have expected anything less in this season? All right, it's got tackle. Ugh. Well, he's got 3 players left to move. Curious if he tries to get somebody down here like this guy. Yeah, technically, this should actually be a game-winning drive, but he blew it with greed in the first half. That's a push boat down. Damn, he takes the boat down. An interesting play. He knocks his own guy down. So now, that guy has movement, block, tackle. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go for it, go for it. I mean, he can hit him. He can get all the way there and get a 1 die. which is probably what you do, to be honest. Because, I mean, you mark everyone, right? And then you probably do the 1-die blitz, and then a defender stumbles or a defender down, both knock them down. So there's like a 33% chance to get the ball out. Like, on 1-die there is. And then even if you get a push, that's like a 66% chance you're at least going to, like, move them backwards and tie them up with tackle. And then or he does that. I don't know. Oh, he's doing this. All right, this is why I'm not in the finals. Now there's the go for it on the 1. He rolled the double 1s. Oh my God, it's the Crendor curse. I cursed him. Oh God. The Crendor curse strikes. The double go for it 1s. There must always be 1. And then double 1 on the armor. That's 4 1s in a row. I guess that's the opponent rolling double 1s, but in a much better situation. Oh my Jiminy's. Oh my Jiminy's. All right, here comes the blitz. He gets the push, which is all he needed. And I think he's free now to just run it in. Although if he runs it in, then he still has a turn, but This is gonna be a wild ending, man. Don't you roll your own armor? Well, oh wait, you're right. Never mind, that was him. For some reason, I don't know what I thought. So yeah, he rolled 4 1s in a row. He legit rolled 4 1s in a row. That's impressive. I don't even think I've done that. Or if I have, it's been rare. He's doing one more delay, which I think is the right move, but it is a slightly riskier move because now you risk one more chance of getting hit and everything, but I think the worst I've ever rolled was in tabletop Warhammer. I remember I had my God, what was it? It was something with a really good save. It wasn't a Bastiladon. It was... God, what was it? Wasn't Nurgle. Was it Nurgle? It was Nurgle. I had a Magath Lord, right? And so a Magath Lord is essentially a 3-up save with a 5-up ward. All that means is, for all you people who don't know what I'm talking about, you roll every time you roll a 3-up. It's a little more complicated than that, but you essentially save the damage that's being allocated to you. And then any that goes through, you roll again, and on a 5-up, you block it. It's a ward save. Or it blocks like mortal wound stuff. So I rolled, for my 3-up save, I rolled like 7 1s and 2s. So everything went through. And then on my 5-up ward to block the 7 damage, I rolled like everything's 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. I rolled like no 5s and 6s. Yeah, it's like a feel no pain. And so just everything went through and my guy died. And I was just like, Nurgle sure is tanky, right, everybody? We're just really tanky out here. Wow, look at that one. It's just, when it happens in real life, it feels even worse. Because in the game, you can blame the AI, like this stupid AI dice rolling bot. But in real life, you're like, man, these dice suck. And then you try other dice, and those dice suck, and you're like, man, this is going bad. All right, so he's actually done it. He's marked them again. So this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be a massive last turn. Yeah, my first real life Blood Bowl game I ever played. I played the Lizard Man team, and I had 2 Saurus warriors die on turn 1. I had 2 Saurus die turn 1, and I was like, dude, never mind. I think the real life version is just worse than the online version. Like, it actually blew my mind. In fact, last year my local game store did a big like Blood Bowl tournament, and they're like, "Do you want to play?" And I was like, "I'm not gonna lie, I'm Blood Bowled out at the moment." That was like, I think the season that I don't talk about was occurring, like the you know, potential hypothetical goblin season I think was happening, and I'm like, "Listen, man, I'm not feeling Blood Bowl right now." And they're like, "All right." So he got the pass off, and it looks like we're going to overtime. All right, at least we're making some big time plays now. I like this. I like when there's scoring and agility being shown off. Here we go. So I would always just like peek in at everybody else's games. So that was fun. One of the guys was playing on the halfling team, so I was cheering for him. That was funny. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, this is big. So it looks like Scooty is going to be receiving. Scooty has won the coin toss. It's like the real NFL playoffs. Mamma mia. Real NFL playoffs here. It is 11 players to 9 players still, though. But this is it. This is the agility season. He's got throwers. He's got catchers. This should be a big-time elf play. Like, all you need is one Hail Mary. One big-time elf Hail Mary, and wrap it up. We're going home. This is only Scooty's 2nd season? What? That's actually insane. This dude's like the Patrick Mahomes right here. All right. Here we go. Here it is. This is sudden death now. Yep. In fact, thinking back on it, my first ever time in the finals was an overtime game back in the day against Total Biscuit. I was playing against TB, and it went to overtime. And when it shifted to overtime, it was raining, and then the sun came out, and I was like, oh my God, the sun came out after rain. It's a rainbow, because Lil Skittles was making it rainbow. It was actually the most, like, symbolic overtime game I think I've ever seen in anything. And he is just like, Bruh. And that was it. That was like straight. Little Skittles was essentially just the Michael Jordan of Blood Bowl. Like, there was nothing else to it. The amount of plays that he dodged, like he escaped death so often. The amount of people that tried to kill him and couldn't was just, it was actually unbelievable. Like, people would roll double skulls. They would roll ones running to him. He would make insane dodge rolls. He had the sun come out after the rain and scored the game-winning touchdown. Like, it was just, it was unbelievable. And then TB rolled double skulls, or was it? It was like double or triple skulls into him because he was like, "Give me one more shot at that stupid skink," and then he did that. Like he was getting targeted. He was like Michael Jordan against the Pistons, man. He was getting beat up out there. It was wild. It was insane. I remember Angry Joe was angry. I just remember that clip. He was like, "Fuck you, little Skittles." Unbelievable. All right. Yo, here it is. He's stacking over there. Like, who would have thought? Who would have thought Angry Joe would be angry? It's mind blowing. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Well, Skittles is like retired forever now. He's never coming back. His son tried playing at the start of Blood Bowl 2, Lil Skittles Jr., but it wasn't the same. He was not the same. All right, here we go. You should show the highlight reel. I should, actually. Well, Skittles would probably like buy a Blood Bowl team and then just be terrible at managing it, just like Michael Jordan. Bought the Charlotte Hornets and then they just didn't do anything. Like, he's not meant to be an owner. He's meant to be an unbelievable Blood Bowl player. Oh, he's doing it. He's making the plays. That is a interesting ball location, but I mean, it can work out still. He just smokes cigars. He just drinks his whiskey and smokes cigars. That's little Skittles now. That was also just a jack team, man. I had the classics on that team. ZJ, Anarana, Donovan. Insane blitzer. Insane Source blitzer. He was like the Dennis Rodman. Let's see. I don't even remember if I had an RG3 on that team. It might have been, I think I had an RG4. Or that might have been later, though. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, we had Lavarius next, Terry X the third. The Key and Peele skit just, like, came out. And so that was, like... I had to name everybody after that. All right, let's see what he's got here. See if he can make a big time play. Oh, that's what it was. RG4 Lizard Bot Edition. Yeah. Dude, back then, Blood Bowl allowed you to have, like, insane character names. Like, now they limit it. I don't know about Blood Bowl 3, actually. Blood Bowl 2 limited the amount of characters you could have in your name. Back then, you could have, like, so many. It was wild. Down to the final 37 seconds here of this turn. He's planning everything out. And here he goes. Oh, he's got the setup. Here we go. He's got the ball. Is he going to pass first and then hand off? Can he even make it? He can. Yo, I'm loving these big time plays, dude. He's got the pass. He's got the catch. He's got 3 seconds. There he goes. He's got it. Oh my goodness, what a play. What a play. Scooty on the drive. He's one turn away from taking this one home. All right, all right. Oh, he does have the leap witch. It's just like sandwich, but a leap witch. But it's a pretty insane play in order. That's another big time play. If he can pull off the leap witch surf in a -4 square, that's pretty insane. That would have to be a double red die surf. But I guess there would still be a... No, he couldn't even both down. It's still a pretty low chance. But I'd love to see that. You can surf from the front? I think it would still be a double red die, wouldn't it? I think it matters which way. It's still going to be double red die. Oh, would it be a 1 die? Listen, I don't know. I can't math these things out. This is why I'm not good. Too much math for me. I just go like, yeah, this looks good. It's calculating. This is it. The entire season on the line. It all comes down to this. One play. One surf. Setting up for it. All right, he's moving them into position. Despite being low scoring, this wasn't a bad Blood Bowl game. I mean, yeah, it's been a pretty good game. It's been a solid game. Whoa. It's moving him up. God, why does it keep doing? Okay, there we go. We're down to the final 23 seconds. Here comes the movement. They're staying it up. 18 seconds. Ten seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here it is. He's just... He didn't get it off! Oh my Jiminy's. What? He pulled a Steph Curry and called a timeout when they had no timeouts left. He pulled what are some other blunders in sports history? He pulled a the J.R. Smith in the NBA Finals. Just let him attempt that. No, are you kidding me? You had 2 minutes and something to make a move. You had 2 full minutes. More than that. And you can't do the thing in 2.5 minutes. All right, get out of here. As somebody who gets mad when people take the entire rope in Hearthstone and like use the entire turn, I'm just like, I can't stand it. I'm like, just do the thing. And there it is. Buckner watching the ball go through his legs. Yep. Scooty has won. Tom Brady thinking it was 3rd down when it was 4th. And listen, it was Elves. Who cares? At the end of the day, we all lose because Elves were in the finals. Still, what a game. What a way to end it. The Chris Webber timeout. There it is, the Chris Webber timeout. Oh, man. A big-time goof out there, dude. You know, I mean, and to be fair, it was still a long shot, right? He still had to pull off the big-time blitz and all the stuff, but, man. That was a big-time goof there at the end. Well, kids, that's a life lesson. Just like the rabbit and the hare. Don't take too long to do something because time will run out and then you'll be like, I wasted time. Life lesson. Play faster. And really, most importantly, don't play Elves and we should have banned block. That's the life lessons for this season of Blood Bowl. We should have banned block. So thanks. Thanks for watching this season of Blood Bowl, folks. It's over. We can finally move on to the next one and put this in the rearview mirror, like I said, and drive off and never look back at it ever again.